Good evening, guys. I'm Johnny. I'm your host. Welcome to Ecom-Elites. I would love to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow for more videos like this. I actually recently dropped a video, 30 reasons why dropshippers actually fails. And this today video, I'll discuss about dropshipping versus traditional e-commerce. Which one is better? But at least by the end of this video, you decide either you should go into dropshipping or into e-commerce. Okay, if you're actually willing to start an online business but can't decide between dropshipping and traditional e-commerce, I'll break down the real differences, show you actual profits maximization, and help you choose the right model for your situation. And by the end of the video, you will definitely have to decide whether you are going to dropshipping or onto e-commerce. But before we even proceed into that, what are we comparing? We are comparing dropshipping, e-commerce. Dropshipping, that is, you sell products without owning the inventory. You don't own the product. The only thing you sell as it stand as a middleman between the supplier and the dealer. You create a platform by which people can buy the products. You send it to your supplier, and they will ship and do the packaging to the customer. By traditional e-commerce, all you have to do is you buy the store, you buy the products, you store them, and you ship the products directly to the customer. It's just like you standing as a retailer, getting it from the source, which is your supplier, and sending it to the direct source. So the first round, which will be setting the differences, that is, you will definitely have to decide on which one to choose. Let's start with the startup cost. Startup cost of dropshipping store. You have to get a platform, that is a website, which you'll be using. In that, you need a website. You can essentially decide to use whether a Shopify website or probably a WordPress store. In you choosing a WordPress store, you will need a domain and an hosting. Domain, I can still embed it to choose from Namecheap, Domain King, Bluehost, Spaceship. At .com can still kind of vary at $15 per year, or equivalent to 11.98 euro. Yeah, that is for the .com extension. You can use .net, you can use .org as per your money reflect. And if you're actually using some other tier 3 domain, which is maybe .com.uk, .com.ng, that's still more or lesser. Okay, in that, so you getting the hosting, the best hosting which platform I should made you to go for is $4 per month, equivalent to 2 point something euro. 2 point something euro, that's per month. And that it is still better because you don't really have those huge customer coming to your store and you starting for a start. But in dropshipping, the most important thing, which is very important, is your marketing budget. The marketing budget is the amount you already set aside to make sure all the products you are getting is being marketed, because if primarily you can't market those products, then you are not earning a profit at all. Okay, that is just about dropshipping. So in setting this, let's say peradventure you use $200 setting up a website, you definitely be needing a high amount of money for the marketing, because you have to meet a lot of people, sell your products, and let them be aware of what you're actually selling. While in this, you can still set up to like 2,000 US dollar, 2,000 US dollar, like that. That is if you are using some platforms like that, not being in Nigeria. Because if you're actually in Nigeria, you can still use the equivalent of below 500k to even start scores as you are earning. You set your marketing budget campaigns. But in traditional e-commerce, the startup cost is actually high. You will need a large amount of money to first get the products, you test it, you have a warehouse to save all those products, and then you also need a marketing budget, a marketing campaign, because you definitely have to market those products or else they'll become obsolete. So in this, we can still say dropshipping is much lower in terms of the startup cost. While in the profit margin, that's the round two, the profit margin of dropshipping is a bit lesser, because you get the products at least 40 to 60%, because you are only standing as a middleman. You don't own the inventory. The supplier will also be the one to help you ship the products to your customers. I hope you grab. Even in dropshipping, the kind of problem we face most of the time is the shipping fee. A product can cost less than $1 and the shipping fee will be over $10. Yeah, especially to some countries where your customers are. If it is not precisely US to US or US to UK, the shipping fee are always higher. So in this one as well, the platform you are using, whether you are using Shopify, you are using Desires, whether you are using CJ Dropshipping, whether you are using Obello or Spocket, still they charge some fees as well. And in this thing, the payment processing, whether you be using PayPal, Flutterwave, Paystack, there are also charges being embedded. And in your marketing strategy, you definitely use marketing, though this is both in dropshipping and traditional e-commerce. Yeah, you definitely have to like market all your products, and in the net profit which you'll be having to yourself might even be below 20% to 30% in each product, but it is better, very very better, because you don't really have the venture of the money. The only money used in setting up is just your platform, which is the website, and your marketing campaigns. But in traditional e-commerce, the products cost are lesser. You get a product, let's say it's below $10, you get it. If the market trend is actually placing it as ROI of times 4, that's around $40, you'll be the one to ship to your customers, and in this you then you have to find a platform which is even much more lower. You only get it directly from your suppliers, and you don't have to like pay any fee to the payment platform, and also to the platform payment transaction. That is way cheaper. In this you can still say there is more profit margin in traditional e-commerce than dropshipping. While in the third one is the control and quality process. In control and quality process, dropshipping control, you have no access. You have no control over inventory, stocking or stock out. The stock might actually be completed today and might be available today, and in lesser than a day there will definitely not be any stock like that again. Even if your marketing campaigns are start coming in, you will definitely have to place a refund back, because there's no stock of such product again. So you have no control over the stock. You can't inspect products before being sent, because even this is the reason why before you even start any dropshipping platform, you must order at least the product from a supplier to get to know what those qualities of those products are. In dropshipping there is most times there's most time refund issues, because the products which you actually inspect and get from a supplier, at the time being sent to the customer on your website, then the next thing will be the product does not qualify all the qualities being embedded with it, so you have to like place a refund. Even in at times in you sending the refunds, the products they will still hold the products back, and these has been some issues right now. PayPal can cancel your account, and you having some red on, let's say on your paystack computer, we can actually mark your account to be higher scam. So that's the reason why you must be very careful in this. Then you have to rely solely on suppliers packaging and inventory. The supplier will still maintain their brand, they will maintain their logo, they will maintain every information, so you as just website is just like a middleman, nothing else. But in traditional e-commerce, they control the full inventory control. They might get the product even as open box, that is, they will be the one to add their own brand, rename it to whatever they want it to, package it to their web, and send it in bulk or in bits to the to the them to the purchased customers. So they handle the refund, returns and exchange pleasantry. So in this we can still say the control and quality is still more safe under traditional e-commerce than dropshipping. And the round four is the scalability, that is the aspect at which you can scale up your business. In dropshipping scalability, like I say, it is more easier to add product to your store. It is easier to add product because you don't buy it, you only serve as a middleman. You get to fetch from the right source what those products are winning. You said it, have a tic-tac discussion with supplier and place it on your website. You can also know inventory quickly. You can also, you don't actually hold the inventory, you don't keep it in your warehouse, so it is easier. But it is always, remember this, it is always limited by supplier capacity. If the supplier has lesser than 100 stock, and you are not the only middleman, that is, you are not the only one who has the direct supply space, once the stock is out, that is the end. That is the end. But under traditional e-commerce, it is a bit hard to scale up, because in each product it is you tying it down with your own personal money, with your own personal funds, and as time goes on you keep adding up to it. But it is always a bit hard. In drop shipping, you only get the products, you list it, and once there's sales, there is sales for it. Once there's no sales for it, you don't keep the inventory. But in traditional e-commerce, you are very accountable to everything being bought, so you must have a proper plan into it. The next one is the time investment. Under the time investment, dropshipping store, you can actually stay at the luxury of anywhere and sell your products The only thing you have to do is just keep intact, make your marketing campaign. Once there's an order, place the order with the supplier and track it if it is being sent properly to your customer. But under traditional e-commerce time, you get the product, you will save it in your warehouse, you will package, you will label, you will ship. In this, there is more time. Even I can even say traditional e-commerce is more of a personal business. Like you take it as a huge business, day-to-day business that fetches more of your time. While dropshipping, you can do it as a luxury of your time. But mind you, it is not a passive income source. It is not something that you will just keep sleeping and money will keep flowing in. Yeah, it is, but you have to have someone to keep handling it. You solve customer experience, you solve customer complaints and all. So you must be very active about this. The next is the risk level. I can say there is more risk embedded with the traditional e-commerce because you keep the investment risk, storage cost, products obsolete. That is the products you get today. In less than tomorrow, if it becomes obsolete and it depreciates, there's no refund again. The only thing you can just have to do is have a discussion with your supplier in which way they are to help you. But in dropshipping risks, the products risk level is low. There is high competition and low barrier. Yeah, people can actually become a dropshipping at any time. Just get your website, get your embedded customer and start dropshipping. Then you have to depend on a platform like CJ. If your products are mainly from CJs, then it ends there. If it is from Obilo, it ends there. It is from Spocket, it ends there. It is from this as it ends there. So the honest truth about each model: when you have limited startup capital, go for dropshipping. When you want to test business idea, that is, you just want to test if this will work out, go for dropshipping. If you are actually comfortable with lower margin, that is, you are not really targeting higher profit, any amount you are making from it, you are okay with it, you can go for dropshipping. And if you definitely have a marketing campaign that is already on ground, a very good one, that you'll definitely be eating a lot of people's getting to know your website and all, getting to know the kind of product you are selling, go for drop shipping. But remember, if as time goes on you can keep scaling up, you can't really call drop shipping as a startup cost. So if you're actually willing to handle operators, operations, you want to make your brand visible, you want to repackage every product and handle everything, you can actually go for traditional e-commerce. But when you don't really have less control over fulfillment, that is dropshipping. So in this, just try and understand. I think we have some people that are actually dropshippers. We have a lot of US citizens and lead dropshipping stores, and they are making a lot from it. And in Nigeria too, we see Amsterdam, which started with less than a million plus, and then they are scaling up their website as per each product, adding more product and getting to know it. And in traditional e-commerce, you have to add more fund in you getting the products and also in the marketing campaign. So many successful business starts with dropshipping. Can we really say that? Yeah, some start with dropshipping. As time goes on, they will use dropshipping in getting the income and then see some products that as part time they stand of market trend. They stand in terms of market trend. Their marketing is still always variable. It's still always intact. Then they invest in it. So that is just it. And then you, as per the dropshipping, you will kind of start building your email list, you start building your campaign, and once you have a standard brand, you can just convert it to a traditional e-commerce. That is, you own the product and you start selling. My recommendation is just it. If you have lesser fund, go for dropshipping. If you want to start quickly, go for dropshipping. If you are comfortable with experimentation, that is, you just use these products, use it to test run it, go for dropshipping. And if you are willing to build a real brand, you can go for traditional e-commerce. That is, you want it to be mainly your products, you want to keep the inventory, you want to be lesser issues between you and your customers, then you can just go for e-commerce and you have the money. Okay, so that is still better. But the truth is this: neither one is better. There's no one like, okay, this one is better to this. No, they both have their issues and they have their different ups and down, pros and cons. So you really want to decide on which one you have to choose, which one and which situations is on ground, depending on your pocket, depending on the money you have on ground, and the goal and aim you have for each. So you testing the business model is one that matches your current situation, matching the current plans you have in mind. And in these, though there will definitely be some issues, you face issues with suppliers, you face issues with customers, you face issues with website and lots more, but still every test is actually worth it, and every audio is worth it. So I think you can actually give us a subscription to our channel for these great videos. If by chance you actually touch in some ways and I've explained vividly to you the differences between dropshipping and traditional e-commerce, to which one to choose if you are aiming for a business model, and what are the benefits you have to derive from it. Thanks for your time. Really appreciate you. I remain your host, Johnny. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this, because I'll definitely be dropping a lot of videos like this, even including practical examples of how you have set up your standard web, how to create your UGC generated videos in marketing or your products, and how to set your product campaigns to earn a lot from your dropshipping or traditional e-commerce. Thank you. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it.